Hi, and welcome to 15 Minutes of Fame. I'm the always good-looking Geoffrey Driscoll.
And I'm the occasionally good-looking Jim Kerr.
Well, this week we're doing our 15 Minutes of Fame over Skype because in the City of Champions this week the snow is crazy, and I'm basically snowed in here at the house. There's just
What the heck's
no way.
going on here? I'm finished with it.
Yeah, exactly. The snow is absolutely getting to me right now. After this.
I'm sick of shoveling, and I'm sick of brushing my car off.
The brushing the car off is the big one, and it's cold.
Not to go off a tangent here.
No,
but
hey, we're here.
Yeah, but my back window, it melts, and then it collects where my trunk opens.
Oh, nice.
So I have to jam that ice off before I can get into my. What kind of world do we live in, Jeff?
Why, Jim, are we here?
I don't know.
It must be the.
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about sports or something.
Here's my segue, right? It must be the fantastic Edmonton Oilers. That's why we're here.
Right.
Speaking of those Edmonton Oilers, Jim, let's start as we usually do. So the Oilers have a couple of wins in the last couple of games. 2 wins in the last 7, going back to the beginning of 2011. We're doing okay, but not that great. We're definitely not going to make the playoffs. Was this to be expected? Yeah. Is this what we thought the season? Halfway through the season, this is where we thought we were going to be.
I'll be honest. I was a little more optimistic than most. Yeah. I was kind of frustrated by the talk I was hearing. We'll get another lottery pick. Or I thought to myself, well, the team, the pieces are there. There's enough there to make a run. There's enough there to be good, and they could be one of these young teams that puts it together, just everything falls into place. But it's the Oilers, so not much fell into place, and guys got hurt, and
always,
the growing pains. I'm fine with the growing pains. That's
the growing pains are fun. That's what's fun watching it.
But well, it's not always fun watching it. But
not the pain side of things.
Yeah, you can. I'm okay with the fact that they might have had some tough games or tough stretches in the first part of the season, but I gotta say I'm disappointed with where they're at right now. They're starting to play better. Yeah. There's things that I like about the team. That Ryan Jones.
Oh yeah.
What a beauty.
Eh?
Oh, absolutely. And if they had a few more players like him or a few more guys playing like him, maybe you'd get more of a 60-minute effort, but it's the 60 minutes.
Yeah, I promised my little brother. He and I watch a lot of games together, and he doesn't like Ryan Jones as much as I do. So every time he sees Ryan Jones gets the puck, he goes, "Jones!" I told him that I'd get it into this episode. That's where it is.
Nice.
I like Ryan Jones.
Nice.
He doesn't like him as much. Ryan Whitney, man. Ryan Whitney, what a great player before he gets injured. Now you're hearing, Jim, that he might have to have surgery and might be out for the rest of the season. Is that right?
Yeah, it's been all over the internet a little bit.
Oh, brutal.
And missing him is such a huge hole in that Oilers lineup. Tom Gilbert stepped up, but Ryan Whitney's a tough one to replace, and having Gilbert playing like he is with Ryan Whitney, that might be pretty awesome. But it's unfortunate that once again we're dealing with a pretty legitimate injury to one of our top players.
Devin Dubnyk's been a nice surprise, though. It's nice to see him playing the way he is. Apparently, he's a rookie again this year, Jim.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Good on him.
Maybe he'll grow out of it at some point.
Maybe a few more years down the line.
Yeah. It's a good thing that they judge rookie status by number of games and not number of shots.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because he wouldn't have been a rookie.
Be a veteran already.
Yeah.
Who else is also playing well right now, coming back from injury, is Alex Hemsky. And speaking of Alex Hemsky, he's going to the All-Star game, Jim.
That's right.
Along with Taylor Hall and Jordan Eberle. They're going to go to the Young Stars side. But speaking of the All-Star game, Jim, you and I made a couple of picks there 2 months back, a couple of weeks back.
We certainly did, Jeff.
Did. The game is going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina, on January 29th and 30th. So let's revisit those people just to see how we're doing. So Jim, who did you pick?
All right, I had Ovi, who's struggled, but he's still better than most. Zetterberg, Stamkos, Lidstrom, Brian Rafalski, and Yaroslav Halak.
Yeah, Yaroslav Halak was your pick. So on my side, I had Sidney Crosby, who's been the man, Joe Thornton, Pavel Datsyuk, Zdeno Chara, Duncan Keith, those are my two defensemen. And then I picked Bobby Lou, who's been good for me, Roberto Luongo. How did the points stack up this far away through the season, Jim?
Well, Jeff.
Yeah, why don't you tell me?
I believe I took a little bit of flack for my picks, but I'm at 229 points.
Right.
You're at a lowly 192.
Listen, I feel that just because I'm so low doesn't really mean a whole lot. I feel that Sidney Crosby alone can build up that whole thing. He just has to have a 100-point second half. So,
Oh, yeah, I guess. Maybe if he's back from his concussion anytime soon.
Ever. Yeah, no kidding.
Ever. Yeah. So, you got the edge in goaltending, but...
Well, yeah. So goaltending was my good thing. You took a little hit for Brian Rafalski, but it seems to be going in your favor there, sir.
4 goals, 31 points.
Not bad at all. I picked Joe Thornton, thinking for sure. The guy's playing, getting close to a goal or a point a game. Sorry, but yeah, he's not. The one who really killed me though is Zdeno Chara and Duncan Keith. They're both playing over 26 minutes a game, but they're just not getting any points for me. And then you had the ageless Nicholas Lidstrom and his first hat trick ever.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing right there.
Well, we'll have to see here how we go the rest of the second half of the.
You're playing catch up.
I am going to play catch up, but again, when Sidney Crosby gets his 100 points in the 40 games, we'll see how.
Yeah, well, you know what? Alex Ovechkin's alarm clock is about to go off, and he's going to wake up soon.
Sounds good. All right, we're moving on to the GABBYs. This is the good and bad by you. So what we would like to see is you guys send us a message about what you think are the good and bad stories from the world of sports. This week we're going to start with the NHL. And hey, look at this, Jim. The league is actually dishing out suspensions this week. 15 games worth in about a week. That's got to be good, right?
Well, it's funny to see it. The penalties matching the what happened.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
There was that hit the Kostopoulos hit that broke the jaw of Brad Stewart. He goes right for the head. He says, "Oh, I would never try and injure anyone." Well, you're driving all your force into the part of his body that houses his brain and his breathing apparatus. Oh. So and the Ben Eager sucker punch.
Yeah.
The list goes on. So I'm actually kind of happy to see maybe the wheel of justice is broken and they had to go back to the old way of just looking at the video and saying, there's precedent here. But, I like what they're doing.
Yeah, me too. I like it a lot, yeah.
We were talking about Taylor Hall earlier there. And, he's opened up creeping up the rookie scoring race, sitting third behind Logan Couture by just a point, 9 behind Jeff Skinner from Carolina. But, Jeff, can he reach Skinner in the second half?
I think Taylor Hall's starting to pick it up. He's starting to play better with some of his teammates. I think he can pick it up. 9 points is a good week, as somebody earlier said to me, and that was Jim. And so I think so. I think Skinner's going to slow down myself. I don't think he can keep that pace. And I'm telling you, I've been asking this for a little while. I don't know why we're not seeing more Taylor Hall for Rookie of the Year, Jordan Eberle for Rookie of the Year talk. I think if Taylor Hall picks it up, we can see that.
Yeah, well, you never know. And he's playing better, more confident, playing harder.
Yeah.
It was a nice goal he scored against San Jose.
It was.
Bit of a strange one.
Yeah. No, it was good. Moving on with, we're going to go with cricket. We don't talk about cricket all that much, Jim. And in my opinion, I don't think we talk about cricket enough. Yeah, we need some more cricket in this. That's going to get our views up.
Jeff, you're getting testy over there.
Speaking of testy, nice work. England last week won the Ashes away from Australia for the first time in 24 years in their test match. In the first test, England scores 517 runs, in their second inning. Alistair Cook made a double century. He got 235 runs, and then it was over. When England got 517 points, Australia just couldn't get back into it. And for something to happen like that in the first test, out of 5, 4 tests later, and England claims the Ashes for the first time in 24 years. Huge win for England. Good for them. You
know what, Jeff? As a Scottish man who's visited Australia, I have no comment.
Nice. Very good. I like that.
Now, on to the bad side of things. This is sometimes the more fun one.
Yeah.
We all recall the story of Ted Williams, the golden-voiced homeless man.
With the golden voice.
That's right. He was given a job by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, he's back in rehab.
Too bad.
Another personnel issue for the Cavs this season. Seems like they just can't do anything right, doesn't it?
Yeah, not only the Cavaliers can't do anything right. I mean, they can't even just like make it a good news story, and then like they were doing everything right there, and then all of a sudden he's got to go back into rehab.
Yeah.
I mean, that's too bad. Did you hear his one commercial? I think it was for Kraft or something like that. Anyway, fantastic. You can tell it's his.
Voice. He's got a good voice.
Absolutely. Too bad that he's going into rehab.
He should have held out for a better team. Yeah. That's going on here.
Right.
Cavaliers.
If it was the Knicks, this never would have happened. My favorite part of this story is that it's Dr. Phil himself, the non-doctor who convinces him to go back into rehab, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know. No comment once again.
Fair enough.
I don't watch the Oprah Winfrey Network, so I didn't see that.
So, speaking of the Cavs, Cleveland loses by 55 points. LeBron James, he tweets about how karma's getting them and karma this. Next night, the Heat lose to the Clippers. James sprains his ankle, and Miami loses by 28 points the next night to the Nuggets. And as well, just the other night, Bosch hurts his ankle as well. It's his ankle, right? Yeah. So what about karma there, Jim?
Makes you wonder a little bit, you know?
Totally.
He came out and said, that wasn't about the Cavs. This was something somebody said to me, and I thought I would retweet it, but it wasn't a retweet. And, of all the things that Dan Gilbert said when LeBron left the team, I was kind of happy to see that little tweet because he actually said goofy stuff like, a dreaded spell and bad karma will follow LeBron wherever he goes.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. But then, he says that, hurts his ankle, they lose big to the Nuggets, and now it's just Wade for maybe a couple of games. Woo.
Mind you, for a regular team, just Wade would be okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they won one of those shiny trophies with just Wade. But
that's right.
And let's go on to our last bad here, and this one's dear to my heart.
Yes.
Major League Soccer held its Super Draft this week. It's just a regular draft.
They just call it Super.
They call it the Super Draft to kind of throw you off. They had a dolphin in Baltimore trying to predict the top pick. They had the top 6 prospects kick a ball into the aquarium. The dolphin brought one back.
Yeah.
And they were hoping that would be the top pick. However, the Vancouver Whitecaps apparently had some better intel on the situation and chose someone else.
What?
Why, Geoff, are we so obsessed with trying to make animals predict the outcome of sporting events?
I don't know. We've seen monkeys spin wheels. We've seen octopi. We've seen, everything. Yeah. The next thing we're going to see is a turtle race to define who's going to win the NBA championship. Jim, I just don't like it. These animals, they don't know what they're doing. We could be flipping a coin and it could be the exact same thing.
That's right. Know. Geoff, I wanted to bring, we should maybe do this off camera, but I was thinking of a new segment. We could maybe... Yeah. I was going to take a bunch of newspaper clippings and put my dog on it, and whichever one my dog brings back can be one of the GABBYs.
Hey, I think that's the way to go, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know, I was just spitballing. Thought maybe...
I don't know. I don't like it, Jim. I think that this animal stuff has got to stop, so, yeah. Going on to quick hits, we only have one quick hit this week, but it is important, and you should.
It's a hard hit,
and I'm glad that you've stayed all the way to the end here. Jim and I are going to be hosting a live hot stove at the Beer Hunter Pub in the West End. It's going to be on April 2nd. It's going to be live streamed on anysportanytime.ca. And we're going to have a couple of local sports celebrities and a couple of local journalists. Jim and I are hosting it. It's my birthday. So come on down and visit us then. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. What do you think there, Jim?
Yeah, you just leave the presents at the door.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
I like really nice things that are sports themed, sports related. So you guys go ahead. I don't need it to be wrapped, though. That's okay.
Yeah. Exactly. So that he can return it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's a jerk.
Well, Jim, that's our 15 minutes of fame up for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week when we get a whole new 15 minutes of fame. In the meantime, I'm Geoffrey Driscoll.
And I'm Jim Kerr. I got to go shovel.
All right. Have a good week.